What's up, people? Hopefully you guys are doing well, and I am sitting for no reason. I just felt like it. So today we're gonna be doing like some sort of motivational thing. Not really, but kind of. So today I really just want to talk about the idea of getting 1% better every day. And in theory, 1% better every day equates to 365% better at the end of the year. And it's a lot of percents. It's more than 100. Now, not saying that that is accurate or whatever it is, but the idea of getting 1% better every day is something that is intriguing to me because I find myself wanting to jump levels or take bigger steps more often than not. And sometimes they're, I don't want to say unattainable, but maybe I would have less stress or less anxiety if I just looked at the day and be like, well, I did learn how to do that thing today, or I did book that one job, or I did book that one meeting. I learned how to color grade something this way. I learned a new lighting thing here. I took a course today. Whatever it is that you feel that you accomplished during that day, that could equate to your 1%, because if you didn't do that, then you wouldn't have learned something. And just the idea of learning something new every day over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you're gonna be well versed in whatever subject that you indulge yourself in. And for me, it's cinematography and filmmaking. And I know we've talked about it plenty of times, but you know, it can get stressful at times. It can get, you can have a lot of anxiety at times, or you don't know what happens next, or you don't know when your next job's coming in. But I find that I'm starting to get better at relieving that stress and anxiety when I learn something new that could potentially help me in my future, or I learned something that will help me be a better person, be a better human, be a better me, I guess. So like, it doesn't have to be all about career or filmmaking, cinematography stuff. It could be as simple as I learned how to cook a steak, or I learned how to make asparagus. I learned how to do a pull-up. I took a course on accounting, so now I understand how to do taxes a little bit better. Pretty much just rambling at this point, but I think you get the idea that it could be anything as long as you just feel like you learned something and you're growing every day. And not saying that there are days where you're just on vacation, you're just chilling, you know, chilling. The reason why this video sparked this idea in my head is because last week I went back over to my cousin's house to finish filming a passion project mini documentary about her. I started this project about a year or so ago, and it kind of just died down after about 3 or 4 different shoot days because I just got super busy. Some other personal things were going on, and it just, nothing lined up to the point where we could continue shooting and kind of finish. But over the course of the months where I wasn't shooting with her, I was getting better every single day. I was always practicing, I was researching, going to courses, and doing all things necessary to better myself as a cinematographer and just better myself as an artist, to have a better, well-rounded mentality and a more outward approach in the way that I see things. Now that I've moved out, that adds a different perspective to myself that I wouldn't have otherwise. And over those months, every little thing that happens to me, it helps elevate my perspective on the world. And not saying that the last shoot day I just did with her is absolutely, like, you know, the best thing ever, but I just noticed, if you'll look right here, these are 2 shots back to back, pretty much the same area in the kitchen. These are shot 1 year apart from each other, and a few things that I noticed just looking at them back to back was just the growth that I saw within myself as a director of photography and not just a cinematographer. I took the time to actually stage this area a little bit better by putting some plants there, by making sure that the lighting was exactly how I wanted it to, because last time I just pretty much just shined a light through a window and just kind of kept it there throughout the entire scene, whether I was going 360 or not. I didn't really care about the directionality of the light or the tonality of where it was hitting. So you could see that the one last year, it was a little bit darker. It was not as clean. It was definitely a little bit muddier. but I thought that this was kind of like that documentary look. But looking at this one that I shot last week, I definitely noticed a lot of improvements in my skill in terms of composition, in terms of lighting, and I mean, I was gonna say story, but you're gonna have to just wait to see the doc. But yeah, just looking at those things back to back made me realize that over the course of the year, no, I didn't go from shooting this little mini doc to shooting a Batman movie, but what I did notice was from last year to now, I see the growth of what I've learned over the past year and all of the hard work that I've put into practicing and bettering my craft every single day. I see the difference back to back, and it's not often that you see it like that, because normally you're on one project and then you finish it and you're done and you don't ever go back to that one. But because we ended up taking like a 6-7 month hiatus from this project, I wasn't shooting any of that time, and when we came back to it, I was pretty much a whole different person. And being able to shoot this last scene is a rare occurrence, to be able to look back on things that you shot last year and this year. And it kind of got me a little upset, because as I was editing this film, I noticed that there were just things that I didn't like from last year that I loved last year. But I think that's just, you know, it's not all about the cinematography. It's not all about that. It's about this story. And once I got past that and I kind of just looked at this film from an outsider's perspective, I knew that the story was still there and it would come across regardless of how polished the image looked. That's kind of it for today. You know, 1% better every day is 365% better after 1 year. That sounds pretty nice to me, you know? 1%. It's not that much. Did you read a book today? Did you take a course today? Did you set up a C-stand today? Did you do something? Did you draw? I don't know, whatever you want to do, but do something, and you just learn a little something about yourself. You're going to be great. So if you guys find this video to have some value, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and comment below. I love hearing all of everyone's comments and feedback, and it's nice. So thank you as always. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Oh my God.